go. I don't think he's going to stop. There's going to be a change of angle from Nandan Yadav. He's going to come over the wicket now, potentially go across the left-hander. Maybe there's a little bit of swing for him. There's a little bit of movement. He is full of talent, Nandan Yadav. His law thinks an awful lot of him. He had a good tournament last year bowling at the back end of an innings. He bowled those fabulous Yorkers. But here where there's a little bit of swing, I like the...
क्वालिटी भएन भनेर चुतियाहरू गाली गर्दै थिए अनि लो क्वालिटी कस्तो हुन्छ देखाउने थिए के चुतियाहरूलाई के भन्छ कमेन्टमा लो क्वालिटी भयो भनेर गाली गर्दै थिए ल हेर चुतियाहरू लो क्वालिटी र फुल क्वालिटी कस्तो हुन्छ चेक गर है त अनि 300 रुपैयाँ तिर्ने औकात छैन भने नहेर 300 रुपैयाँ तिरेर हेर.
That's what impressed me so much about Nandan Yadav at the death in Oman in that critical T20 World Cup qualifier. It's been an Achilles heel of Nepal's national side for a long time now, the death bowling. But have a look at this, the variety, the change up. He's rolled his fingers over that. Misses out and is punished down the ground. 4 more. These are very important runs here for Lions because they've got off to a very, very sedate start. I know they've got some power to come, Gulbadeen Naib, JJ Smith, but they need a start here. Yeah, and this partnership is particularly important as a consequence, HT. You just think about Rohit Powdell's runs last year and what a linchpin he was. A distance to stand out domestic batter last season. Great to see this season he's going to have some real competition for that. Kushal Bertel's been in fantastic touch. Asif Sheikh with a 50 in his first game. Good hard length, dash through for the single. Sir Omada JQ, Nepal's fastest growing EV brand. It provides a best in segment range, ground clearance, and that is the car that we actually take to the ground every day, branded up with the Nepal Premier League on the side. We get lots of people waving at us, don't we, as we come through the streets of Kathmandu, around the ring road from the Sulti. Very comfortable indeed. Nice guided. He's played this up and over intentionally. Don't go all the way, but we'll pick up a couple. Bit more like it from the Lions. The best over the innings thus far has gone for 11. After 5, it's 18-1. For the Karnali X. Signs of aggression. Again, so consummate he's off no fielding. Very ordinary stuff. That not impressed Masisto and the captain, Sumpal Kami as well. That's Gulshan Jha, one of the better fielders in the side. Very good morning, Fazil Khalil. Thank you, Mikhail. Thank you, everyone, watching this broadcast of season 2 of the Siddhartha Bank NPL. Distress on the bowler. He's doing all the hard yards. And then when you have a poor fielding performance, it lets down the bowlers. They've done well so far.
toss, electing to field. They have Lumbini Lions really searching and groping for answers.
It's looked a good surface, particularly for the pacer. They've extracted some pace and bounce. A bit juicy. If you're willing to bend your back, a good start. Yeah, the Lumbini Lions have tried to just free their arms. But this man's made an immediate impact. Will Basisto with the fielding effort that he showed some time back. In this morning, and it's showing.
Yes, just take a look at this. He didn't try to hit it too hard. He didn't try to muscle it. He just timed it. That's what timing can do. The premium on timing. He got the same result that he would if he had bludgeoned the ball.
Prize of catcher, that's overshot fine, back-to-back boundaries. Basisto just leaking runs here. Just the over the lines are looking for.
Yes, not very good bowling this by Basisto. Perhaps he's still hurting with that boundary of the first delivery. Dragging that one short. And helping it on its way, fielder inside the circle on the onside. So just a free hit really. There it is, the two men inside the circle. No protection in the deep. We're still in the power play, a couple of deliveries to go. Good partnership developing between these two. Rohit and Short.
Ball. Best over so far, 2 is the call. Well, nasty shot of line. 11 runs in the last over, 14 in this with the ball to go. Some momentum here for the batting side.
Lovely ball, this one, yeah. Lovely.
Look at that for an aerial view. What a coverage so far it's been in the first week, Fazal.
Well, absolutely. And what I like apart from the cricket is the spacing between games, Mikhail. It gives everybody a chance, the players, the curators. Oh, brilliantly struck this. The reverse, or rather the switch hit. End of the over. Power play out of the way. 36 for 1.
Good last over. 18 runs coming off it. 11 coming off the fourth. 29 runs in the last 12 balls. Done with the power play. Lumbini Lions bat deep. Darcy Short missed out in the last game with the bat. Baudel got a laborious 30-odd runs. They really want to up their game in this outing.
The day games, I don't think are going to get those 190s and 200s, Mikhail. I think maybe a score of somewhere around 165 to 175 will be par for the course. If they can get to 165, they will have runs on the board. And for that to happen, they need to bat with a certain plan. Now, Gulshan Jha, I mean, I've really rated him very highly. One of the talented cricketers coming from this neck of the woods, Gulshan Jha.
So they need
to plan the innings, especially these two in the middle, Rohit and Short. They've taken their time, 15 and 13 deliveries respectively. Well, this is exactly what we don't need. We need some conventional cricket.
Yeah, these are the heavyweights of Cricket Association of Nepal. In the background, you can see the secretary, Paras Khadka. He's the man with a plan. What a leader, what a visionary. I call him the man with a vision and the supervision. Fazal, I was there in the annual conference in Singapore, the ICC, and he made a presentation on NPL Paras Khadka, and he had everyone floored by NPL Season 1 presentation. Yes.
Well, yes, I've known him briefly now at the start of this NPL, and he was kind enough to have me here as part of the commentary team. Paras really a very dynamic young man. He's not very old, 38 perhaps is what he is, but he seemed to have a real vision for Nepal cricket, and that's really good to see. But that cannot happen with the support from the others. You know, the president of the association, the secretary himself, and the office bearers of the association. That goes a long way in putting together a tournament like this. The presentation might have been made by him, Mikhail, but the planning behind that presentation is a complete teamwork, and I'm sure Paras Katka will acknowledge that it is a teamwork, and he keeps mentioning how important it is to give these youngsters this opportunity. I mean, he's led and played cricket at the highest level. He's led Nepal, and I'm sure he's got that vision to take Nepal forward. Perhaps one day an ICC tournament, full member nation. These are the things that will be riding very high on his agenda. Well done to Can, well done to Paras. Fabulous. It's called the Festival of the Himalayas, and rightly so.
Easy pickings as he found the fielder there. Oh dear, Darcy's shot can only look back in disbelief, but Gulshan Jha has struck. What a turn of events here. That was there for the taking, and Darcy's shot just hands it straight down the throat of the fielder at deep mid-wicket. Another one bites the dust for the Lions.
Well, yes, Gulshan Jha, we were mentioning what an asset to the team he is, and then he picks up a very important wicket of Darcy Shaw. Another failure for Darcy Shaw, called Priyank Panchal, bowled Gulshan Jha, and in the 7th over, the Lumbini Lions are 37 for 2.
Comes out to bat. Gulshan Jha just got lucky there. He's been amongst wickets in 2025, 7 games, 7 wickets at a decent economy as well. Dilip Nath managed just 10 in the last game of his. He'll have a point to prove. Poor bowling. The previous one was full. It went into hands. This one's down the leg. That'll go for a 4. And Nath is off the mark.
Well, a nice little gift for Nath. Down the leg side, first ball. That's exactly what you need. Just trying to test him with a short delivery. Just going a little awry. And easy pickings. Just helping it around the corner. The fine leg was a little too square. It went fine enough to get his first boundary.
All-rounders in the side for the Yaks. Rohit standing 40 for the Lions. They need a big batting effort up front. The top order has been found wanting. It's more like it. Successful over comes to an end. 6 runs and a wicket. It's 42 for 2. match number 7. A lot of red in the crowd. That's because the Lumbini Lions are in the house. Remember, it's weekend, double-header day. We have another match lined up as well. As always, a lot of excitement and...
यहाँ आइपिएल हेरेर
स्पिड भयो यहाँ
हँ
स्पिड भयो
ओके
तिमी कति ठाउँ सार्छ यार तिमी मान्छे पनि यार
शान्त परेर गएर उडुस भएपछि अब म्यामलाई भने म्यामले अरू कसैले कम्प्लेन गर्थेन नि तिमीले भन्नु होला न म्यामलाई म्यामलाई भन्नु होला न अरू कसैले म्यामलाई म्याम यिनले यहाँ बस्छन् 12,000सम्म मिलाइदिनु भन्नु न तिनीहरूले 12,000 तिर्छन् अरे क्या मैले अघि म्यामलाई भनेको
चिन्छौ तिमी चेन्ज गरेर गर्छौ अनि कहाँबाट डिस्काउन्ट हुन्छ त तिमी चेन्ज गरेर गर्छौ कहाँबाट डिस्काउन्ट हुन्छ त
भनिदिनु न तपाईँले
Butler at the TU International Cricket Ground. Yeah, just talk about with the turn, hitting with the turn. That's what Dilip Nath will try to the left arm spinner.
Really tough phase now between 7 and 15 overs. Mark Watt 5 for 27. Really good economy, 7.55 runs to the over, 114 wickets. So a lot of experience out there on the park. And Rohit and Nath, not as experienced as Watt, but they've got the opportunity to show the kind of talent they have.
Since the approach of Rohit, he's been on that aggressive streak ever since he's walked out. Three on the off inside the circle. It goes to 1 at point.
Ball, what? Come on, lad, tagda bhai re, hi ucho.
That's nicely struck. Runs here. This time Jha does a good job of it. Keeps it to 2.
Already.
Pawan Saraf, we were talking about him in the pre-match show, and a lot depends on him as well. Really good piece of fielding, just limiting it to 2, just too short for my liking. It is one of those pitches where you want the batsman to hit down the ground. Anything short gives the batsman enough time to rock back and play those horizontal back shots. It's when you make the batsman play forward, that's when he's in a little bit of trouble. When I say full, I don't mean half volley. That's bad bowling. Gone. Sometimes a bad ball gets a wicket as well. Thank you very much, says Watt. I'll take that one any day of the week.
And if you look at it, Fazil, the last 2 dismissals have come of 2 ordinary deliveries. One a full delivery, this one short. Dilip Nath got the toe end of the bat. And Watt says thank you very much. Soft dismissal here. But the Yaks won't be complaining. He could have hit it to any part of the ground. Handed it back to the bowler. And a very good catch by the end of it of his own bowling. Well done, Watt. Dilip Nath will have to depart for 6 in 4. It's 46 for 3. Good toss to win for the ex-hero from the last game. Wickets, runs, got the Lumbini Lions home. Great numbers. And what an ambassador to the sport in Afghanistan cricket Gulbadin Naib has been. What a T20 career he has.
Yes, he comes with a huge reputation. He's represented Afghanistan really well. And he's here as a pro. A lot of work now for the Lumbini Lions. Put into bat. 8 overs done. 47 for 3. It is really an uphill task from here.
Yeah, we have Jess Crow standing by with the local talent of Lumbini Lions, Adil Khan. Take it away, Jess.
That's right, I'm joined here by Adil Khan. Adil, the team are 4-7 for 3. What do you make of the performance?
Fine. We had a lot of wickets all day.
No, earlier you took middle. This is middle thumb. That is middle. Next time. Next time.
And being a local Nepal player, how nice is it to see the crowd coming in numbers every day?
Very happy because Saturday, packed house. Hope so it'll be filled at the end of the day.
And now we're still early stages of the comp. How has it been gelling with the team so far?
Very fine because the overseas guys are very friendly and our support staff are helping with the local guys to gel up together. First game we had a very good win. Hope so today we can go back with a good result.
And how important has the MPL been for the development of the game over here in Nepal?
Very well because we used to see last tournament also a couple of guys making to the national side and hope so this kind of tournament helps youngsters like us to make it in the national sport.
Now when you do get your opportunity to step onto the pitch, what will your personal plan of attack be?
It's depend on the situation and the condition, depending on how it's playing and how opposition are bowling. So we plan according to that.
Great stuff. Well, all the best for you and the team.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Back to comms.
Thank you, Jess. Yeah, we'll be eager to see even Adil Khan on display at some point in time. But at the moment, the Yaks are putting on a very fine display with the ball and in the field.
Well, I think partly Lumbini Lions have themselves to blame, Mikhail. The way they came and approached right from the outset, I just didn't like the planning here. Short, Jora, they had the pitch at its best. Yeah, you play shots like this, you get runs. You don't have to hit the cover off the ball. We've seen conventional cricket timing, placement getting more premium than just going and hitting the ball and trying to take the leather off it. You saw beautifully played this by Gulbadin Naib. The 50 for the Lumbini line finally coming up in the 9th over. So they're slightly behind the 8 ball, but they need to catch up from here. Till the 15th over, these two need to be there to get a decent total. I think a total of about 165 to 170 will be a really good total. Anything above 170, you could consider that a close to winning score.
Yeah, the question is who's going to do the heavy lifting from here? Is it the same combination, Rohit and Naib once again?
Well, yes, these two have to be there till at least the 15th, 16th over, and then 3 or 4 overs at the back end if they have wickets in hand, which they will if these two are out there in the middle, especially Naib. He really holds the key to Lumbini Lions getting to that score of 170, maybe 175, and Rohit can just play that supporting role for now before he cuts loose.
He's been trying that shot for a while. This time he'll find dividend as well. Nicely done. Picked up the slow delivery, but the placement here was impeccable.
Well, third time lucky for Rohit Paudel. 9 done, 56 for 3.
A bit of a move on for the Lumbini Lions, but they're still off the boil at the moment in terms of the scores they need to have after 9 overs. And what's really adding problems here is the wickets column.
Well, like I said, they have themselves to blame. They came out there first use of the pitch. Didn't really like the way Jora approached the innings, trying to hit the power of the ball. And now we can see Naib there timing the ball really well. And he's out there because this is what happened. A very innocuous ball by Watt straight back to him. So they'll be really hurting with the Lumbini Lions. Haven't played the smartest cricket. You just need to be smart in T20 cricket. Dilip Nath was found wanting there.
Yeah, 2 ordinary outings for him. Out for 10 in the last game, out for 6 in this. Given that important position of coming out at number 4 in T20 format. What is settling into a nice spell. Good rhythm here. 1 for 5.
We've seen turn throughout the tournament, but it's slow turn. You can negotiate it. Off that back foot, it becomes a lot easier. The cut and the pull will come into the picture.
One came quickly with the arm. So many mind games as a bowler.
Be around now that Rohit Podel will be thinking, what is the kind of score that we're looking at? I don't think it's a 190, 200 kind of wicket. 9 runs and all will get them 150. So I think around 170 is a very good score on this pitch. Nicely struck. They'll really have to dig deep over here. So about anywhere between 165 to 175 is a really good score. You get 170, I think it's par for this pitch. Anything above 170, Mikhail, I think it's a really good score.
Another very fine over. Just the 2 runs make it 3 with that single coming of Watt's second over. Work to do for the Lumbini Lions. 59 for 3 at the halfway stage. And this will also mean with a tap on the watch, it's going to be an expert strategic timeout or education partner. Saturday, color, vibe, energy, everything in the TU Stadium over here, and the Dhaka Topis as well, and we are all putting up a collective effort. That's the My Dear AC, as it will reward one of the most energetic fans with a brand new AC as the coolest fan of the day. It was Ganga Dahal last evening. I was at the presentation over there. Who's winning it today? HD? What an atmosphere. Nepal always just keeps up with this intensity and love.
the support of the game, the love of the game is something that is just infectious.
Only the second doubleheader this time around, and it's the Kathmandu Gorkhas will be taking on the Biratnagar Kings. The Biratnagar Kings look a sight to beat. Gorkhas a bit wounded, but they'll certainly want to come back. They're a good side as well. Nice contest, match number 8 loading in a short while from now. 17-year-old Bipin Sharma did really well against Afghanistan under-19 in the recent games that he played. He should be a sure shot inclusion, very talented. Gulbadin Nebs had a very good 2025 season, particularly against pacers, but if you take a look at spinners, his strike rate has dropped. Versus pace and spin, the strike rate is 187 to 111. So not a bad time to have spin employed from both ends if I'm Sompal Kami or HD. What a delivery, inside edge maybe. Lucky Gulbadin Neb.
Just a little scratch. Just a little scratch. It's so surprising that you mention that statistic, because of what he's brought up playing against. So many great spinners in the Afghanistan sort of setup.